join Greg and Richard right here on Talking Red. Hello there and welcome to the Talking Reds Christmas Show 2025. I'm Greg Oram and this is my super sexy Santa to my left or right, whichever way it is, Richard Spray. We have got a jam-packed show coming your way over the next hour or so. We're going to have all of our Talking Reds contributors hopping in and out at different points. But firstly, before they join us, Richard Spray, Merry Christmas to you. How are you, sir?
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to you as well. Doing really good. I've got the double responsibility of making sure my wife, it's her birthday today. So happy birthday to my lovely wife, as well as getting prepped for Christmas for tomorrow, too. So I think we're good. I've done this a few times now, 20 years. So we're all good. But yeah, I'm doing great, man. I hope all is well with you and your household as well.
It is, and it's my wife's name day today, so both of our wives are celebrating a special day. So my deepest and most heartfelt love to my wife, Evelina, on her name day. It wouldn't be a Talking Reds episode, though, if we didn't get started in true traditional fashion. So we're going to get underway with the Talking Reds Christmas show right after this.
This is the Polar Express!
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Kevin! Jinking away from Coyote and then turns across over towards him.
Yes! And the Swiss £35 million man heads in.
I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree.
This is the first corner for either team tonight. It's a good one. It's 2-1. And it's Igor Jesus.
Kevin!
There he is, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Hutchinson having a run at them into the penalty area. Chance to shoot. Allison saves. Comes in.
Yes! It's 3-0. Yes! Twice goal. Forest of 3-0 ahead of us.
Oh my God!
Kevin!
Sangari with a hit. And what a hit.
Put that cookie down now!
What a ball that is. First time from Anderson. Chris Wood takes on it. And scores.
I've made my family disappear.
Taking on Benson Kerr, twisting one way and then the other. And firing. Oh! It's gone straight in! Hudson Odoi!
Sorry!
Happy Christmas Eve, Eve.
All right, you're a reindeer. Here's your motivation. Your name is Rudolph. You're a freak with a red nose and nobody likes you.
My favourite things at Christmas are Forest and Christmas movies. Richard Spray, what is your favourite Christmas movie?
American classic, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think I've watched that religiously every single year, and it never stops being amusing to me. So it's just a perfect blend of satire on your family, right? So Cousin Eddie, man, you can't mess with Cousin Eddie. It's just a great character. So yeah, my favorite Christmas Vacation by far.
I'll chip in with mine before we get started. I'm going to be asking everybody when they come on. My favorite Christmas movie, there's lots to choose from, but I always go back to my favorite, which is The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, classic.
Absolutely love The Muppet Christmas Carol. Michael Caine, one of my favorite actors, doing what he does best. Yeah, a classic. It's brilliant. Before we move on then, Richard, what's the one thing you want for Forest for Christmas? If you could give them one gift, what would it be?
Man, how about 3 wins in a row? I would love just 3 wins in a row. Like, I think that would be absolutely incredible, and I think it would really propel us up the table. I was going to say that, or possibly even Igor Jesus goes on a goal streak through that process, maybe an Igor hat trick along with that. So, but yeah, 3 wins in a row would be absolutely amazing. That would really set the stage, I think, nicely for a good stretch run for us to finish in the top half of the table.
Amazing. For me, I think I would be asking Father Christmas for a brand new shiny striker. I think that's what we need. I think we need a brand new striker to come in and really kind of get us going, because the goals department, Igor Jesus I really love, but I'm just worried about his ability to score goals, or a good amount of goals, and who knows what's going on with Chris Wood. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I would certainly like a new striker. Oh, there's the doorbell, Richard. I think we've got some guests waiting outside. Let me look through. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look and see who we've got. It's Brucey from Texas coming in, and all the way from Australia down under. We welcome Scott. How you doing, boys?
Doing well. How's it going? Great to be here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Fantastic.
Merry Christmas,
great.
everybody.
Great to have you on. Right, we've got some fun and games planned today. But before we get going, Brucey, what's your favourite Christmas film?
A Christmas Story. Absolutely.
Fantastic. What about you, Scott?
I was just thinking about this just as we were just sort of waiting to, and I think Trading Places. Trading Places is.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Out of box. That's cool.
I really enjoyed Trading Places when it first came out. Yeah, there's a bit of comedy in there. There's a feel-good factor at the end. So yeah, Trading Places I enjoyed very much.
Brilliant.
What's the one Forest moment, Scott, this year that you'll look back on? The one that you're going to remember over the course of 2025. I'm talking about. So, what's the one Forest moment in 2025 that you're going to look back on fondly, or maybe not fondly? What's the big moment for you?
Well, we certainly had some rough times at the start of the season when we went through 3 managers. I think probably the high point, I think it's got to be one of our victories. I mean, you sort of touched on a little bit there, our consistency. But I think probably the Liverpool game. I think winning that game, playing as we did, scoring 3 goals, playing really well, and just getting that victory, which I'm not sure many people thought we could do that. Certainly at the time, at that time. So yeah, I think the Liverpool game would be right up there for me.
Fantastic, Bruce. Have you got a favourite moment in 2025 as far as Forest are concerned?
Yeah, there's been more than a few, really, if you think about it. But I think the first time we walked on the pitch in Seville for the Europa League, that moment was almost surreal. It was I'd put that at the top of the list for myself.
Fantastic. If you're with us live in the comments, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we hope you'll join in. Merry Christmas to Vitricius. Come on, you Reds. Pat Brett says his favourite's A Christmas Story. He loves that movie. Vitricius back again, says Gremlins. Can't go wrong with Gremlins. The 3-star Red says, Happy Christmas, Greg, Rich, Bruce, and everyone else. Don't mention the cricket, Scott. Not sure about Dwight McNeil as a belated present from Santa Edu. All right. Well, look, there's lots of people on their way, I think. I think maybe... Oh, there's the doorbell again. Let's see who's at the door this time. Oh, it's Dan.
Yay.
Hello.
Look at that.
Dan?
With the flashy Christmas jumper. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You as well.
Favorite, straight off the bat, favorite Christmas movie? Jumps over the laptop.
Look, I'm going to say, oh yeah, he's gone mental at the minute. I'm going to say Home Alone 2. Controversial pick, but that's the film from my childhood that I remember watching the most. And it is sort of a Christmas movie. Happens at Christmas. So yeah, I'm going with that one, I think.
And over the course of 2025, there's been lots of high points. What's your favourite high point for Forest?
My favourite kind of moment, I think it probably is being at that. There is a lot to choose from. And lucky to have been at a few of the games as well, that like the 7-0 Brighton and the Elanga goal against Man U and stuff like that. But there was something special about that game against Liverpool, where in the end we only drew it 1-1. But the sort of the build up to that game and the feeling of that game, it was like a throwback to being in a title race as a club with Liverpool and all. It just felt like there was something special about the fact that we were in that mix. And I know it didn't last and it didn't quite turn out like that, but. I think it could be a while since we experienced being that involved in the kind of the Premier League title race again. So I think that's probably the one I'd pick for me, that game.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Excellent. We got, as I say, lots of guests coming in, but also one or two have sent over some video messages. One has just landed in the inbox. Let's see who's given us their first video message. Here we go.
Merry Christmas, Talking Reds. I thought I'd do my own little sound effect there in the spirit of Greg Oram. Sorry I can't be with you today on your Christmas Eve show. As I think Greg has explained, I'm on my way to TalkSport Studios to join the live Christmas Eve show with Hawksby and Jacobs at 1 o'clock. So hopefully that'll be fun. But I thought I'd send a quick video message just to say what a brilliant year it's been being part of the podcast and contributing and meeting all you guys, and obviously wishing everyone who's watching, listening, a really Merry Christmas. Greg, you asked me, and Richard, you asked me to come up with two things. One is, what would I want from Forest for Christmas? Well, I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to say I think we're going to be all right when it comes to the league. So what I really want for Christmas and in 2026 is some more European adventures, having been very, very fortunate enough to go to Seville and also to Utrecht. I've got a thirst for it, and I've got some holiday days reserved, and I want more of it. So please, 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 Forest, can I have a deep, deep run in the UEFA Cup, UEFA Cup class, that's how old I am, in the Europa League in the second half of the season would be my Christmas wish. So fingers crossed that happens. Secondly, you also asked me, what is my favourite Christmas film? And for me, it has to be Home Alone, the first Home Alone from 1990, which I would have been 11, 12 years old, just turning 12 when that came out. So that's my favourite Christmas film. I'm going to give you a bonus as well, my favourite Christmas song, which I think features in that film, which is Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry. So yeah, hope you all have a great time on the show this afternoon. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you next year. Cheers. Bye.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much indeed, Paul Morley. Okay, right, now it's time for our first Forest related game. So I am going to add my screen. Hopefully it's been a bit laggy, so bear with me while I put this on to the stage. There it is. We've got the Christmas wheel. So I'm going to be spinning the wheel. And first up is Bruce. So Bruce, this is your spin. Let's see what it lands on. And let me tell you, once it's landed, what you have to do. Here comes the spin. So the Christmas wheel is spinning. It's landed on a current Forest player. So your category is a current Forest player. Let me just take that off for a moment. What I want you to do is, for this, you have to come up. You have to. What current Forest player would you like to give a Christmas gift to, and what would the Christmas gift be? And what also would you want to take back? Like, for example, for Chris Wood, you might want to buy him a Super Striker Lego set, but you might want to return the knee issue. So something like that. So current Forest player. What's the one Christmas gift you'd give them, and what's the one thing you'd definitely take away?
I think I'd like to gift Murillo his 40-yard goal, finally, that we've all been begging for since he's signed. I desperately want to see one of those. When I was watching the game with Ross on Monday, he had a moment, and you saw him kind of rear up, and Ross was like, "Do it, shoot!" And he did, but obviously nothing. And we just kind of looked at each other like, it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen eventually. I would like to see it. I'd like to see it soon. And then what was the other one? Take back?
Yeah, what would you take back?
Does it have to be from Murillo?
Yeah, from Murillo, same.
Oh, geez. Man, the guy is so good. I think
that's the trouble, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
You
I would
think
take back a few yellow cards. So there you go.
There we go.
So he's not floating the line the next few games.
Awesome. All right, we're back on with the wheel, and this time it's over to Scotty. I've taken that off, so there's 3 categories left. So you have landed on a rival Premier League manager. A rival Premier League manager, Scott. Same thing. What's one Christmas gift you would give to any rival Premier League manager, and what's the one thing you'd want to take away?
What's the one thing I'd give to a rival Premier League manager
for Christmas?
For Christmas, maybe a dose of bad luck to one of the teams which is just around us at the moment. Maybe give them a dose of bad luck. Some sort of Scrooge-like aura to give to them, so they drop a few points. And one thing I'd like to give them, maybe one of our fringe players, and they pay an amazing price for them. Yeah, I think that's it. They buy one of our fringe players for a huge amount of money. That's what I like to give them.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay, thank you very much. Danscape, over to you now. So you got just 2 left. What's going to be for you? A former Forest manager. So which former Forest manager? What would you like to give one of our managers from the past for Christmas? And what's the one thing you would definitely want to take away?
One of our managers from the past. I mean, you could tick this box with the current Premier League manager one as well. Maybe you could offer Nuno just enough points to finish behind us and see if that's good enough to keep him in his job at West Ham. But I'm going to go with, I would like to offer Billy J. Davies a job in the Championship, managing a football team. That would be my present to him, to see whether he can still do the business like he used to do at Forest and getting them in the playoffs or somewhere close to promotion. So I'd look forward to seeing that, and I'm sure he'd enjoy getting a job in the Championship. Have I got to do the takeaway thing?
Yeah.
For Billy Davies, I'd take away. I don't know. That's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one.
Keep it clean.
What's he got? Yeah, I know exactly.
This isn't good radio. I'll let you think on it.
I can't think of anything football related. That's a tough second question.
It has to be football related. You could take away his propensity to always talk about himself in the third person. That's what I'd probably take away.
Oh, there you go. That's a good shout. Yeah. You would choose that.
It left us with one category. So Richard, I come to you for a football pundit, Gary Neville or Jamie Carragher. What's the one thing you'd like to give this Christmas? What's the one thing you'd definitely like to do?
Yeah, goodness gracious. Probably Gary Lineker. Yeah, take away. Oh gosh, I don't want to wish something really terrible on the guy, but that's where my brain goes, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is not a bad thing to take away from him. I think it would be, take away that. Well, no, it would be. Not as a pundit, but just as when he was a player. But I would say I'd take away that FA Cup win, 1991.
I like it. Yeah, very good.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
And are you giving him anything for Christmas?
Yeah, I'll give him.
Spit it out.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, come on, man. We didn't know this was happening. All right. Yeah, I'd give him an unfortunate injury when he was playing for Tottenham as well, just so he could feel the pain of watching on the sideline and watching his good team succeed without him. So he can drop his ego down a bit.
Thank you very much. Well, that kind of went a little bit worse than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I can close it out terribly.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, there goes the doorbell. Who have we got next? Let's have a look and see who is joining us. Jamie Tatler from Orlando, Florida. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Fantastic. Great to have you with us, Jamie. What's your favourite Christmas movie?
Oh, favourite Christmas movie. I mean, I always say Die Hard just because I like to be controversial, because it gets people into that debate as to whether it's really a Christmas movie or not. But we did go to see Elf on Monday night at the cinema, which was great. That's a really good one, Elf.
Yeah, we love Elf.
Classic.
Fantastic. And just quickly, Jamie, what's the one thing you'd like for Forest for Christmas? What would you give Forest for Christmas this year?
What I'd give Forest some away form. That'd be nice. Yeah. What I'd like back, I'd like a nice win at Everton. I'm going to be at the Everton game, and it's going to be my daughter's first ever Forest match. So I'd like a nice
excellent.
Nice result at Everton. That would be lovely.
Tricky Fred says he wants to know the podcast's name, Dan. I think you've told us before, but remind us.
This is Sherman, mostly known as the big man.
Sherman, the big man. Jabba the Heart says, ho, ho, ho. Yep, that's pretty much all you need to say at this time of year. Dr. Anna says, Merry Christmas, you lovely lot. Working today, so just saying hi and thanks for a fantastic 2025. Haven't missed a podcast all year. We love you dearly, Anna. Thank you very much indeed for all of your support Same goes to everybody. All right, okay, we are doing this. Another video message drops in. Let's see who this one's from.
Hello, Talking Reds. Just a little message from me, Pete Blackburn, to say Happy Christmas to everyone who watches and listens, and to everyone who contributes to the podcast. It's actually been a real pleasure this year to get to know some of the guys involved. Had some really fun nights, so that's been a real joy. My Christmas wish for Forest, I guess the obvious thing to say is, can we have survival and can we have it relatively comfortably, please? I don't really want to go through the nail-biting horrors again. But I think the thing I really ask for is a few more of those memories. I mean, since we've been promoted and that promotion season onwards, we've had some real special memories as Forest fans that we've been able to make. Particularly framed by our family and friends, and the time you have inside the city ground, but also the bits before the build-up and the reflection after. So if you can have a few more of those memories in this next few months, that'd be absolutely awesome. Christmas films, the most important bit, of course. I've got 3 hills to die on here, I think. Number 1, Love Actually is brilliant. Anyone who's got beef, come and talk to me. I do appreciate that some of it might maybe not age that well, but still, beautiful film for me. For hill number 2, Die Hard is a Christmas film. Not accepting any disagreement with that. And hill number 3, I think Elf is probably the best Christmas film. It's just so heartwarming. The shower scene is gets me every time. So yeah, that's it from me. Happy Christmas, everyone, and all the best for the new year. I hope everyone is happy and healthy, and can take some comfort and joy in each other over this period of time. All the best.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed to Pete Blackburn of Forest Focus. All right, it's time for this.
Have you been naughty or nice?
Oh man, I was so happy you had a soundbite because that's so brilliant. All right, naughty or nice. All right, so we're gonna read off a few names of people out in the stratosphere that is football, and you guys tell us if they're naughty or nice. So I'll turn this over firstly to Jamie. We'll start with Jamie since he just jumped in. Forest players: Igor Jesus, Dan Ndoye, and Omari Hutchinson. Naughty or nice on each one of those?
I mean, all of them nice. Come on. I mean,
really?
Definitely.
Excellent.
He just seems like jovial guy. He's always smiling. Like he's got to be, he's probably the most likely Forest player to be an elf, I would say. Just seems to have that vibe about him. But yeah, even though Ndoye's not played that well, he's on the nice list. Come on, he's trying.
Fantastic.
Is he still on the nice list, or has he not made it onto the naughty list, surely?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, we give him. Well, it's Christmas. Let's be.
Well done, Jamie. I like it.
Oh! We've got someone at the door. Let's see who it is.
Yay!
Just
in time.
Start the naughty or nice game of Richard.
All right. So, Steve, you get the joy of answering naughty or nice on this group, which I'm sure I think we all know the answer to this one. Officials / VAR. So we're talking Sam Barrett, Stuart Atwell, our favorite vampire, right, Dan? And then Darren England. Naughty or nice?
Yeah, all naughty.
And you have to give a little justification. You have to give like a 15-second justification as well on why you say that. I think this one's obvious.
Sam Barrett was the referee against Spurs last week.
Yeah.
And I think.
Yep.
Well, Dan will know this. Whoever sent Willie Bolly off?
Oh, Rob Jones.
Oh, Rob Jones. Get him on the list as well.
Yeah, he's on the list.
It's about
he needs adding to the
since
list, and he'd be my number 1 for making an absolute howler in Nuno's first game.
Good call on that one. Yeah, thanks, Steve. That's excellent. All right, we'll go to Dan real quick as well. Opposition managers: the beautiful man that is Rob Edwards, Thomas Frank, and Eddie Howe. Naughty or nice?
Ooh.
I'd say Rob Edwards and Eddie Howe could stay on the nice list. I mean, Rob Edwards hasn't done anything too much to upset us. Eddie Howe, I do kind of like Eddie Howe as a manager, so I'd say I keep him on the nice list, and then we'll put Thomas Frank on the naughty list because he has always been very, very bloody annoying. But it is nice that we beat the Spurs team, so
Fantastic.
yeah, I'll stick him on the naughty list.
All right, we'll do one more, Greg. We'll just hit one more.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
got time. We got time.
Oh, we got time? Okay, good. All right. So we'll talk about away fans at the City Ground. So, Scotty, away fans at the City Ground, Leeds, Manchester United, Spurs. I don't think you were there for all of those. Maybe you were there for Leeds. I can't remember which one you were there for, but what do you think about the away fans at the City Ground? Naughty or nice?
The only time I've seen Man U at the City Ground was when we beat them 2-1, and that was a couple of seasons ago. And that was a great game. And the fact that we were winning, we were playing real good. Our fans were drowning them out. So I'm not sure I can say any of them are nice to be honest with you, because they are the away fans. But Man U in that game we won. Leeds got a bit of a reputation. So maybe naughty for Leeds. I'm sorry, what was the third one? Man U, Leeds, and
Spurs.
Spurs. Naughty.
Naughty,
Yeah, naughty for them.
Perpetually on the naughty list,
time.
right?
That was nice.
Yeah.
That's good. They did the nice thing and they left. Yes, good job. All right, I think this is the last one. We'll go to Brucey on this one. Set piece defending, naughty or nice?
Oh, geez. This year, naughty. Oh.
It started out so
lately.
nice.
Yeah, it's been better. It's been better lately. But no, to start the season off was atrocious. That was dread. Of course, everything was atrocious under Ange. You could have said the whole lot was naughty there.
Yeah.
But we're seeing some improvement there. They're at least they're aware that we have a back post now, which is nice. So that's a step forward.
So nice on Sean Dyche.
Yes,
choosing to cover the back post.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. All right, Greg. I think that's it. I think we're good. Naughty or nice? Thanks, boys.
There's the doorbell again. Let's see which little elf is coming through right now. It's Raph.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
How you doing, buddy?
You too.
Yeah, I'm good. I am good.
Oh, we're a bit scratchy on the mic. Can you hear us all right, mate?
Oh.
Can you hear us all right, Raph? I think we're losing you a little bit, I think.
No, I just lost you, Greg, there for a second, but it's all good. Yeah, no, I can hear you loud and clear. So I'm on my phone for the first time, so it's all a bit of a new thing. So hopefully it's a bit of a Gary Birtles-esque bit of danger here on my phone. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but yeah.
You need a better shirt to claim that.
I know.
And be lounging on the couch.
As well. Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, it's going off in here today. There's another one at the front door. Who's this one? It's Alan.
Hey.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Alan.
guys.
Merry Christmas.
Raph, first to you, Raph, and then I'll go to Steve and Alan. Raph, what's your favourite Christmas movie?
It's a tie in first place depending on what type of Christmas and who the audience is. But there is Trading Places or Serendipity between the two.
Yeah, so you got. Trading Places. I was one of my all-time classic favourite films, for definite. Steve, what about you? What's your favourite Christmas movie?
I've gone Elf. I don't think you can beat it. And for our family, it's a family watch when the kids were little. So it's got to be. It's the world's best coffee as well.
Fantastic. Alan's going to give me either a Christmas movie or it's going to be Bar Humbug and say I don't watch Christmas movies. Which one is that?
No, it's definitely Miracle on 47th Street.
Fantastic.
Either version, the new one.
They're both the classics. What's the one thing, Alan, that you would want to give Forest for Christmas this year?
I'd like to give him a striker that can score consistently. But if not, I just want us to stay up with a bit of pride, and we'll be okay. We'll be good. I'm happy with my team.
Fantastic. Alrighty. There's another video that's just landed, folks. Let's quickly see who this is.
Hi, Talking Reds. A very sick Premier Elliot here. I'm stuffed up with cold, so excuse my voice. Merry Christmas to all the Talking Reds crew. Love you all. My favourite Christmas film is Just Friends, because it's the only film that describes my love life. Merry Christmas, guys.
Classic Premier Elliot. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so now it's time for our next segment, and so this is: do you know or don't know your Reds? This is a little bit of a quiz for Steve, Raf, and Alan. So I'm going to come to each of you. First category is festive Forest facts. So it's not going to be passed over. No one jumping. Steve, what was the score when Forest played on Boxing Day last year?
Oh, I did.
Oh, I nearly went 2 years ago where we beat Newcastle 3-1.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
yeah, but it's not. That was 2 years ago.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was part of our big run. I know. We beat Spurs 1-0.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
That's the correct answer. Well done. Over to Raf. Sean O'Driscoll was famously sacked by Forest on a Boxing Day after his team had beaten Leeds United that very day. Can you tell me what was the score in that game?
2-1.
Oh.
Bah, humbug.
It wasn't. Anyone want to jump in?
4-2.
It was 4-2. So no point there, I'm afraid, Raf. Alan Merriweather. Which former Forest player who was signed in our first season back in the Premier League, who went on to make 36 appearances, scoring only 1 goal against Chelsea in the 1-1 draw at the City Ground on New Year's Day in 2023, is celebrating his birthday today? So, former Forest player celebrating his birthday. He's a right back. I'll give you some more clues. Right back.
Wow, the clues. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Well done. So after the first round, it's point each for Steve and Alan. Raf still to catch up. Right, we're going to true or false now. True or false? Steve Battermuch. Morgan Gibbs White owns over 275 pairs of shoes. True or false?
It sounds like it could be true. So I'll say true.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
You're true.
It is true. Raf. Ola Aina is a qualified scuba diving instructor. True or false?
Oh man, I just so hope this is true. But I'm going to go false.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Correct, it is false.
Yeah.
Alan, Ryan Yates used to cook his dinner in a kettle. Is that true or false?
False.
Please.
Oh no! When he was on loan. Humbug. When he was on loan, yeah.
It's true. When he was staying in a hotel, when he was a young lad, he used to boil his dinner in the kettle.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well done. Right. Last round, or next round rather. Who am I? Right. This is going to be pretty easy, guys. I think. I'll come to you first, Steve. Let me read it all out before you jump in. Who am I? I didn't come through a glittering academy. I was working a trade while playing non-league. I turned professional later than most, like a late Christmas delivery that proved worth the wait. I became captain of the club that conquered Europe twice, the stuff of festive folklore. My reputation was built on bravery, grit, and ice-cold mentality. I lived a Christmas miracle internationally, heartbreak from the spot, then redemption 6 years later. I finished my playing days elsewhere before returning to football as a leader off the pitch. Who am I?
Oh, man alive.
The one and only Stuart Pearce.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
These are quite. I haven't gone too difficult with these. Raf, over to you now.
I'm expecting a massive hospital pass for a question here. But
My early career involved frequent moves like changing houses every Christmas. I truly came alive at Forest, forming a partnership that the defenders dreaded more than the January fixtures. My goals powered a club into Europe, a proper Boxing Day fairy tale run. I earned a British transfer record fee, arriving with more pressure than Christmas lunch expectations. I scored in a League Cup final, not for Forest, but the spell that followed was turbulent rather than tinsel covered. After football, I reinvented myself, speaking openly about life struggles and mental health. Who am I?
You kind of cut in halfway and out of that question, and it was either a striker or a defender, and I couldn't get the actual. As a striker, it's first £1 million striker. Or was it?
No, not the first £1 million striker. I earned a British transfer record fee when I left Forest and signed for a club in 1996.
Oh, 96. I literally held half of that. So not 96 must have been striker. This is not Collingwood. Oh, to get into Europe.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'm having an absolute.
I heard you say Colin Moore. I'm going to take that answer, Raph. Yeah, well done. It is Colin Moore, because he scored. Yeah, he was a record transfer fee when he left to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
All right, Alan, here's your one. I left home half a world away as a teenager. A big club signed me early, but my career became a long run of loan spells. I rebuilt everything the hard way in the Championship, scoring goals when promotion dreams mattered most. I became a Premier League striker through reliability rather than hype. I'm my country's all-time leading scorer. I was signed by clubs not for flair, but for experience, leadership, and survival when down under. Plays for Forest, current player. Silence isn't good for podcasts. We have to try and fill the sound.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Dave.
Been out for a while, bit of an injury.
Taiwo.
Humbug.
Chris Wood.
Who's there for Chris Wood?
What am I on about? I'm harking back to the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Oh, I said cover for his player.
I'm going to use Grappa's excuse. I could only hear half of it.
Yeah, right. Very, very last bit. Right. Steve Battermuch. Fact or fiction? Fact or fiction? The City Ground is the closest stadium in England to another professional club's ground.
Fiction. It's in England, not Scotland, because Dundee and Dundee United.
Oh man, absolute gems Steve's pulling out here. How on earth do you know that?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
In England, Forest and County, the two closest. Raf, fact or fiction? The City Ground has hosted international football matches not involving England. The City Ground has hosted international football matches not involving England. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Fact?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It hosted the Republic of Ireland in the late 80s when Lansdowne Road was unavailable. And the last question, Alan Merriweather, the City Ground, is it fact or fiction? The City Ground has never hosted an FA Cup semi-final. The City Ground has never hosted an FA Cup semi-final.
Fiction.
Fiction, you say?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Correct. The City Ground has hosted multiple FA Cup semi-finals all the way back in 1899 to 1905. It was used before the modern venues such as Villa Park, Old Trafford and Wembley were introduced. We got there in the end. The scores and the doors. Everybody wins. It's Christmas time. Well done, everybody.
Merry Christmas!
Oh. Right, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 people. Was that you lifting the World Cup trophy then, Alan? I just saw it on camera. Right, fantastic. I think we got room for one more person to come in, and let's see who it is. It's Ross Taylor over in Texas. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah, he's
Ebenezer Scrooge jammies on.
I have to say, our American friends, it's quite early for them, and for Scott in Australia, he's chugging into his gin and tonic at 20 minutes to 11 in the evening. So yeah, he's downing him. Ross, how you doing, buddy? What's the one thing you would love to give Forest for Christmas this year?
Oh wow! I think it's well. Let's go for a fit injury-free squad for the rest of the season. A little bit of sprinkle some fairy dust. Let's see what this team can do.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Christmas film, Ross?
Oh, it's got to be Elf. Although I have to admit, Family Stone has kind of surfaced in my viewing. It's less
Interesting.
common in the UK, but it's quite a cute movie for those who haven't seen it.
Fantastic. We've got another video landing. Let's see who it is.
Hi guys, happy holidays and a happy new year as well from Wolfie and from everyone at Forest Fan TV. Shout out to the Talking Reds. I love listening to them. Greg's asked me to answer a couple of questions, so let's do it. I'm reading these questions as we go. What's the one thing you'd love for Forest for Christmas this year? I'm guessing everyone said points. I think that's an obvious answer. I'm just going to say goals, just to spice it up a little. I just want to see more goals. I want to be able to celebrate more goals for Forest, and we got a tough Christmas coming up. What's my favourite Christmas movie? Without a shadow of a doubt, and no one can argue against this one, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Because I'll tell you what, that bit with the bricks, I still laugh at it every time, and I know it's coming. What else has he asked me? I think that's it. But I just want to say massive shout out to the boys. Rafa, you've been right about everything you said. You're always on point. Dan, I love your geeky stats. Keep them coming. Rich, I love you, bro. I hope you and your family have a great holiday. And Greg, I'm so jealous of your beard. So we'll speak soon. We'll get together soon. Hit the like. Make sure you subscribed for them. Come on, you Reds.
I will take that.
Yeah, everybody gets nice comments.
Nice Christmas gift, right?
Just known for having a beard. What can I say? Okay, you know what? We've set a plan out with timings, and I can't believe we're actually pretty much bang on the timings as well at the moment. Next section over to Richard.
All right. So we wouldn't be an close to end of year scenario without Forest Christmas awards, right? So we're gonna hand out some awards here. I'm gonna first go over to we'll go to Ross since he just jumped in. Player of 2025 so far.
Oh, it's really easy. I made the case for his player of the season last season, and he's just rolled on this year. It's our Superman World Cup hero to be, Elliot Anderson.
Oh yeah, can't argue with that at all. All right, we'll go to let's see. We'll go to Alan. A most unexpected moment of 2025.
The 7-0 win at Brighton.
Love it. Yeah, coming off of a shellacking by Fulham, right? Another after that 5-0.
Also one of my memories because my granddaughter was born that morning as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Excellent. Brilliant. All right, so let's see. Let's go to Raph. Tactical masterstroke of 2025. Not appointing Ange.
Whoa.
Can't go with that one.
Yeah. No, what I would say is actually the reverse of that. And I actually think Marinakis binning Ange and getting in DWS to stabilise everything, as much as anything on the pitch, off the pitch, that took a lot of swallowing your own pride and also going with an option that is pretty... Everyone was balking at being very unfashionable, which must have really killed him as well at the same time. But tactically, I think it's actually going to prove to be highly astute on a macro level.
Excellent. Jamie, what about you? Tactical moment that you masterstroke of 2025.
I would have said binning Ange too. On the field, though, I mean, I was interested in Murillo at left back the other week. I thought that was quite fun. I think he's got the ability to impact games from that sort of like wide playmaker a la Trent Alexander-Arnold position. So I wouldn't be opposed to seeing more of that in future in games that we're going to have a lot of the ball.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think Greg's been calling for that for a while. I've been holding out hope that he'll become our number 6. You know, as an option at number 6, but yeah, I can't. That's great. That's awesome. That's nice and out of box and brilliant. All right, how about I can't believe that happened award, Dan Skate? What do you think? You're on mute, buddy.
Issues. I think to be a football club that finishes like their best season in 30 years, qualifies for Europe, and then sort of tears that all apart somehow, I think has to be I cannot believe that is the most Forest way of going about things I could possibly imagine. I'm not sure that happens at any other football club after the season we had last time. So I think, as it stands, I just cannot believe we kind of ended up where we ended up with Ange and sort of where we are now, albeit it's turning around slowly.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Steve? What do you think? Can't believe that happened to Ward.
Well, I was pinching myself when after 8 minutes in January the 14th, Chris Wood banged one in and we went 1-0 up against Liverpool. And at that point, as it happened, we, on the table, we were second. We were chasing Liverpool down. It took them till the 66th minute to equalise. And even so, we got 4 points out of 6 against Liverpool that season. And so far, I can't believe it happened is, we were in a title race for 60 minutes of a game in January.
Incredible. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah, great call. All right, we'll go to Alan here real quick. Fan moment of the year. Do we lose him?
He doesn't like the question.
He really doesn't want to answer that question. All right, Brucey, what do you think? Fan moment of the year.
Fan moment of the year. Man, there's so many good moments too. It's hard to. I mean, recency bias. The pop shot by Callum versus Spurs. No, I'm gonna go to the first Europa game at the City Ground, returning to those scenes. Yeah, that was a pretty amazing night, and obviously watching from afar, the City Ground was absolutely buzzing. You can tell the atmosphere was as Raph would say, the vibe was at a 10 that night. You can definitely tell. So yeah, I'll go with that one.
Yes, the master of vibes.
Yatesy smashing that winning penalty in the FA Cup.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
I forgot about that.
It was
excellent.
It was extra sweet.
I know that's a very Alan type moment, I think, for fan moment of the year, because we know how he feels about Yatesy, and I'm in the same camp. What about you, Alan?
Rich,
we'll go to you last time. Oh, go ahead, Ref.
I just got a really left field one for here. Really left field, but God, it's so bad I've forgotten his name. But that fan that stopped the attacker on the train.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Stephen Creed.
Yeah,
Stephen being taken and rolled out on the planes to games and everything else as well. For me, that's just different stratosphere.
Absolutely. Great call, Raph. Thank you for jumping on that. Alan, what about you? We'll conclude with you. Oh, it was a fan moment of the year in 2025.
Personal or the fan base? If it was personal, I think just going to Europe, going to the games in Europe, not just away. I've been fortunate for those, but the home ones as well. Just wish the atmosphere at home had matched the ones away.
Fantastic.
But the Seville game was something unreal. But yeah, all of them brilliant.
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve, you probably would agree with that one, right? So was Raph and Paul Morley. I think you guys enjoyed that moment pretty well.
I enjoyed Seville a little bit too much.
Moment of the year.
Too many whiskies in Seville.
Yeah, it was going to definitely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much for participating in that.
By the way, I've let Paul Morley take the blame for that, by the way, and I do apologise because I was the one that actually poured the measure at the bar. I gave the glass to Paul to then give to you.
Excellent.
And I've been hiding behind Paul the whole time for that.
Classic Raph.
Basically, you tried to break Steve. You pretty much succeeded. Excellent.
Well done, Raph. Thank you guys so much. That's our Forest 2025 awards. There you go, Greg. Back to you, buddy.
Thank you very much indeed. Alrighty, I think we've got 10 people in, and normally I let me see if I can let one person in. No. Yes.
Greg.
Said. So unfortunately, we are going to say goodbye to Brucey and Scott, who were with us from the start. Brucey over in Texas, just starting your Christmas Eve. Scotty over in Australia, just about to finish your Christmas Eve. We are really, really overjoyed. So, Forest fans all over the world on Talking Reds. Scotty, Brucey, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and thanks for being part of this.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys.
All right.
Greg, I'm sorry, I've got to bail out as well, mate.
That's fine as well. Alan, Merry Christmas
Alan.
to you. Thanks for everything.
Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a lovely time, and let's hope we have a brilliant 2026.
Take care. All the best.
Huge love, Alan. Huge love.
So there was someone at the door. Let's see if they're still around. There we go. It's Andrew Coe.
Andrew Coe.
He's made it back from the UK back home to his wonderful family, looking very festive and wrapped up nice and warm. How you doing, Andrew?
It's Wisconsin. You don't get to take chances with the weather here, even if you're inside. So I'd be wearing a scarf and a hat, even like on normal circumstances. But yeah, Merry Christmas, gents. Great to see you all again. Enjoying the pod so far. It's been fantastic, guys.
Favorite Christmas film, Andrew?
My favorite's A Christmas Story. It's a 1980s film. It's a young boy. It tells a story about him wanting to buy this BB gun. I'll also give a little shout out to a little seen Christmas horror called Better Watch Out. So if you like your horror films and you like Christmas, I'd say
sounds like a Mikey Clark choice. Yeah. Well done.
Fantastic stuff. We've got a couple more videos to wrap up with. So let's have this first one from Chris Almer.
Happy Christmas to the Talking Reds team. I'm in Mexico City, so I'm enjoying a lovely cocktail here in Mexico. My wife is recording me laughing behind the camera. But happy Christmas to you. My Forest Christmas wish is that we win the Europa League, and I believe we can do it. And my favourite Christmas movie is Die Hard, and it is a Christmas movie. Cheers to you.
Top man.
Classic. Legend.
We've got one more.
Hey Greg, hey Richard, and everybody at Talking Reds. Holly from the Forest Women Fancast here, wishing you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, all I want for Forest for Christmas, for the men, is Chris Wood to be fit. And for the women, I want them to go on and get that coveted third place promotion spot and hopefully go up to the WSL in the new year. Now, my favourite Christmas film is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, a comedy classic. Squirrel! Now, obviously, if you haven't seen it, you have no idea what that is. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Enjoy, and you Reds!
Some great things in there. Great
Absolutely.
things in there.
Amazing. Chris Almer and Holly, thanks ever so much for all the guys that have sent over video messages. So we had Forest Fan TV repped and Red Side with Premier Elliott and Forest All Over and Forest Focus and the fan cast and the women. So yeah, really, really grateful for our podcast friends to hop in to this one. We are thinking now about the football. It is Christmas and there's always football going on. There's no Boxing Day games, but blimey, it's non-stop over here at the moment. Let's see who's at the door this time. It's a very dark Mark Turner. Looks like he's just about getting out of bed over in the US. Mark Turner, how are you, sir?
Hey guys!
Merry Christmas!
This is
Hey,
what
Mark,
I'm getting up to. Woo-hoo!
Mark literally looks like he's just woken up. Merry Christmas to you. What's your favourite Christmas film, Mark?
Tough one. I mean, ordinarily I would say Die Hard, but I've heard that said a couple of times. So I'm going to go with White Christmas.
Oh,
absolute classic. Beautiful songs, some great singers in there, make me chuckle. Awesome movie.
Amazing. So Forest do have the small matter of trying to work out the conundrum that is Manchester City. What would Forest need for a Christmas miracle? Let's spend a bit of time on this then. So Man City are in form. Forest are off the back of losing at Fulham in a rather tepid performance. Let's go round quickly, get a couple of opinions. We're not going to spend an awful lot of time on this because time is getting away from us. But Danscape, is there anything that Man City will fear about Forest at home? I'm thinking about the home crowd. I'm thinking about the way we performed against Spurs. Is there anything that we can do to worry them? Is there anything they're going to fear?
Yeah, I think exactly that. I think the home crowd and the evidence that we've had a few good games at home of late, and we've gone toe to toe against the tough teams. Like even early on in the Dyche ring, Porto came to town and we sorted them out. We sorted Spurs out. So yeah, I think it's the fact that we'll also be a bit fired up by the way we lost against Fulham as well. I think that plays into it. So I'm hoping that they don't have too much Christmas dinner. They'll be going through the way in and not be too relaxed and be fired up for that game, and we can cause a bit of an upset, right? It'd be more of an upset this season than it was last season. So I think we can do it. It comes down to a bit of fortune on the day.
Andrew, where must Forest be perfect in order to really cause problems to Man City?
I think this is kind of an obvious one, but we need to be strong at the back. If we let ourselves be vulnerable to that potent attack that they have with Phil Foden on form, Haaland's always good for a goal. I think we just need to make sure that we're airtight, rock solid, like we've been in those big prestige games. That's when we do seem to step up. So yeah, I think we need to be strong at the back, and I think we need to see Sells between the sticks instead of John Victor.
Yeah, that could be a crucial factor, Mark Turner. Which one player, or maybe one or two players, really has to be 9 out of 10 for this one for us?
I mean, I think the key for us to get anything out of the game is for Murillo and Milenkovic to have absolute worldies. I still think they're the best central defensive pairing in the league, outside of Saliba and Gabriel, obviously. But yeah, I think if they're on form, and Murillo has been, even in the Duff game against Fulham, he was one of the better players on the field. I think if they played their usual 9 out of 10, Greg, we have an opportunity to get something out of the game.
When it comes to Christmas, Ross, and the busy period, we've had that break before the Fulham match, but how much can fatigue and the rotation and the pressure of this one play a part, do you think, against Forest? Ross, can you hear me? I think he's losing audio. I'll pop that up to Raf then. How much can things like rotation and fatigue play a part, Raf, when it comes to this game against Man City?
It can a bit, but I just think that a lot of what Dan said is true. I think there is the need, and it's that you're going to love it, Greg, bounce back ability that we show a lot of the time. And I think hugely there's a point to prove also to the fans, right? I went to Everton, I went to Fulham, right? The fans deserve a really good performance here.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
The key.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm going to West Ham. So this is going to go.
Oh God,
this is not a good omen. But
yeah, me and Raf are going to meet before West Ham. I'm going, so we're going to be meeting for drinks, mate.
Oh, brilliant, mate! Danger, excellent. No, it's. I just think that it's that. I think it's just the vibe, and I think that everything will be up for it. It's also a festive game. It's kind of the equivalency of under the lights effect that I think when the City ground's under the lights, the players add like 1.5 to 2 on their out of 10 scores, and everyone steps up. I think it's going to be something like that.
I think Ross has got really dodgy internet. He's in a hotel somewhere, so we might have lost Ross. So if he doesn't come back, we wish him and his family a very Merry Christmas, of course. Steve, we beat Man City last year. Callum popped up with the goal when we were, really difficult to break down. What's your heart saying for this one? Give us your heart prediction, and then give us your head prediction.
My heart prediction is that everybody steps up, knowing it's a massive game. That it's a game for big time players, isn't it? It's a game for Morgan and Elliott to show the world that they can compete against a really strong City side. Murillo and Milenkovic to keep Haaland quiet. It's a game for someone to pop up with a winner that will become a hero over Christmas. It's also a massive game for whoever's in goal. And we don't know if that's going to be Victor or Sells, but whoever it is, they've got to pull off some saves. There's going to be shots on target. There's going to be chances at their end. And if Milenkovic and Murillo can't keep them out, then the goal is going to have to step up. And that might be an issue for us on the day. Who knows? But yeah, why not? I remember massively the game where we drew with them a couple of seasons ago. And the atmosphere when we equalise and the noise at the City Ground for the end of that game. And then last year, when we beat them in March, we were still in a pretty good run and we went 4 points clear of them. We were third when we beat them, 4 points clear of City. Now, we know where it ended up, but if you could bottle that feeling when we beat them last March and put that at 12:30 on the 27th, then why can't we give them a good game?
Yeah, I think so as well. Richard, what's your heart saying on this one, buddy?
Heart prediction is, because everyone's been calling for the shiny new striker and more goals, I'm going to say that that beautiful man with the shiny perfect teeth, that is Igor Jesus. I think he gets a brace in this one. That would be my heart prediction. Then that puts us at into victory mode. Head prediction. I think it's one of those like cheeky, really annoying, potentially 1-0 losses or something, where we do just enough to keep them at bay for the majority of the match, but they just find a way through because of their talent and their quality and overall. So I hate that thought, but I'm gonna pull the RAF and call for it, because when we typically do that, we typically win big. So I'll be the guy who sacrifices this time, RAF, instead of you having to do it. So yeah, that's my head prediction.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, so Forest will play on Saturday, so 12:30 kickoff. It's on TV, as most of our games seem to be these days. We're going to quickly. I was going to go around and get score predictions, but there's so many of us. I think win, lose, or draw is where I'm going to go. So, Mark Turner, win, lose, or draw.
Can I just say I commend Dan for drinking Lucozade, keeping himself nice and fresh. Good job, Dan.
That's not Lucozade.
My highlight of this last year was Forest's 7-0 victory over Brighton. Absolute banger of a day. Let's go for a Forest win. A good 3-0 for Forest.
Andrew Cove, win, lose, or draw?
Just on our recent form, I think if we get a draw out of the game, I will be perfectly fine with getting a point off Man City.
Raf, win, lose, or draw?
Draw.
Thank you very much. Steve, how much?
It's the boring answer, but I'd take a draw.
Well, it's not what you take. I'm on predict what we're predicting.
No.
What are we
Guys,
predicting?
It's Christmas. Where's your miracles?
That's what Greg's going to do when he predicts we're going to win 5-0.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, sod it. I'm going to predict we're going to win 1-0. There you go.
There you go.
Landscape, win, lose, or draw?
The 1 p.m. Christmas Eve threshold has been passed, so that's why the beer's out. I'm going to say, look, I think we probably lose, but it's a good game, like an exciting game. I think we'll cause them some problems, and we might score. Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah, I'm with Dan. I think we'll like I said, I think we're gonna give them a good performance. We're gonna do the opposite of what we did against wow, I just forgot who it was. Fulham. Against Fulham. Yeah, exactly. Opposite of those performances, but yeah, to Dan's point, I think we lose 1-0.
And I'm gonna be all Christmassy and say bar humbug, Forest lose 4-0.
Oh wow! Oh my God!
Humbug.
No, it's going to be a Forest win. It's going to be a Forest win because you know what? Forest at home are a different animal. They've shown that against Spurs. And I know Spurs weren't great, but we were really good. And I think that this team have got great players. And, Amari Hutchinson has really come to the fore. I really want to see Milenkovic and Murillo, play the best version of themselves. I think it was Steve that said that earlier. When we see them playing the best version of themselves, we definitely are hard to break down. So yeah, I still think that it's going to be a tight game, but of course I'm going to predict a Forest win. Okay, all right. We have already had a few people chip in with their Christmas wishes for January, but Richard's got another section to bring us now, so I'll hand over to you, sir.
Yeah, we'll go with Mark. Mark, one thing you want Santa to bring Forest in January.
Oh my word. You put me on the spot here, lads. So many things. I'm trying not to be greedy. Can I get a Callum Owendo Premier League goal?
You can.
Hey,
you can.
We'll take it.
Go John Claude.
There you go.
Mark 2.
Yeah. What about you, Andrew? What do you think? One thing you want Santa to bring?
Just consistently like good positive performances. I think that's been our problem all like the last few months, is just that inconsistency. So just stringing a run of like 4 or 5 games together where the players know the assignment, they go out, they perform, and we give teams a game. I mean, that's been the problem. We've been anonymous in too many games. It seems like it's every other game. So yeah, just a consistent run of good performances.
Can I just ask, are everyone else's squares organised the same as mine, in as much as it looks like Andrew Cove has the bottom half of Santa?
He does. You're right. That's absolutely true.
Santa, right?
Santa Cove.
Well
Well spotted, Mark.
For those not watching and listening, you need to go and watch and just tune in, and you'll see what it's really good. Well done, Mark.
Steve, it looks like Steve's some kind of creature on the other side now.
Yeah,
he's got some kind of squirrel.
He's the Krampus. He's the Krampus of the group. Okay. One thing Forest fans should be grateful for this year, Raf.
Marinakis. Just really
interesting.
be grateful to the owner.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely.
Stick by him through thick and thin. We stick by through the team thick and thin. Stick by through the owner thick and thin. Everyone makes a mistake. He was big enough to correct it, see the trajectory we're on, and it's down to him. And him really is 95% of what it's down to.
Fantastic. Can't disagree. Love that. What about you, Dan? One thing Forest fans should be grateful for this year.
For this, I mean, there's so many things. Like I was thinking earlier, just the timing of obviously being able to do this podcast and the community and everything that you guys have put together. But the fact it's coincided with this year being like qualifying for Europe and obviously finishing so high in the Premier League, being in the title race, Steve said, the FA Cup semi-final that we, like a few of us went to and met that, and obviously then the European nights on the back of last season, the home games and stuff, and you guys led the away games. There are literally so many things to like. Yeah, it is unbelievable that we've experienced this season. So I guess going into next season, it's just keeping that that perspective on it, that it doesn't happen often. So yes, we've enjoyed it, and as long as we're not talking doom and gloom of the season, then we've still got so much to be happy about. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, cumulatively, a lot to be grateful for. How about, okay, we'll go to Greg, and then we'll go to Greg and then Steve on this last one. One message to Forest fans watching on Christmas Eve. Greg, what do you think?
Well, I mean, as ever, I would just say to all Forest fans all over the world, whether it's Australia, whether it's over in Mexico where Chris is, in America, we've got fans all over the world, haven't we? That's the thing about Forest. Wherever you go, wherever you're walking, if you've got a Forest shirt on, you always call out, "Are you Reds?" or someone, you always hear it wherever you go. So a message to all those fans all over the world on Christmas Eve, if anyone's tuning into this, or even if you're not, it's just remember where we've been as a club. We've got a history that Brian Clough was a massive part of. Before he came along, we were a provincial second division team. Then he came along and changed our fortunes, and we went on the ride. A lot of fans that are younger won't know about that, of course. So then they had the 23 years of wilderness and League One, and now we're back in the Premier League. So the message is, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted, because it can go away. For a club like Forest, it can be taken away, or we can lose that. Run of poor performances and relegation, and you're back in the brown stuff again. So don't take it for granted. Enjoy it. Get behind the team. We're going to have a roller coaster under Deitch still. He's done really well since he's come in. There's no getting away from that. Being in 17th place doesn't sound great. 5-point gap. The reason why it's a 5-point gap is because he has won football matches since he's come through the door, and he will win more football matches. So let's not get too despondent if it is a heavy defeat or a defeat against Man City. But yeah, keep the faith and don't take it for granted. And Merry Christmas.
Brilliant. Steve?
Yeah, it's building on what Greg said, really, because anybody who's been around as long as I have, I've seen the highs and I've seen the lows. And, it's disappointing that we're inconsistent at the moment and blah, blah, blah. But don't get too down about the odd defeat here and there. We're in the Premier League. We're in the Europa League for the first time in Europe in 30 years. Anybody that's suffered 3 years in League One, going out in the FA Cup first round, going out in the, all the things that we went out under in Megson's time, you know, and now we're 4 games away from being in the Europa League final, and that is possible still. We've got world-class players playing for Forest who are going to play in the World Cup this summer. You know, Anderson's going to be a starting person in the centre of England's midfield. Murillo, I think, at some point will play number 5 for Brazil. We have got world-class players playing at the City Ground, and you know, if we ever get our act together, we're going to have an even bigger stadium that more fans can come to on a regular basis. So keep the faith. You know, be grateful to Steve Cooper, in my view, who grabbed the club by the scruff of the neck and dragged us up the Championship and kept us in the Premiership after that first year, when it was always the most dangerous time to go straight back down. So just be grateful for what we can see now, which is to see, you know, world-class players playing in the best league in the world week in, week out.
Oh, what a great way to conclude this segment, Greg. That's the perfect way to end it, Steve. Thank you. Right back over to you, my friend.
There's that doorbell again. Here we go. It's the cheese trader, Steve Freestone, and it's the architect, Matt Druitt. Hey, boys. How you doing? Merry Christmas.
Hey, guys.
Oh, good to see you both.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Stu, the cheese trader, our sponsor, is with us live from the cheese trader. He's been in the background and he's been serving customers the last hour. He hoped he'd get on before, but as ever, it's been the busiest 6 weeks I think you've ever had, Stu. I know that you've hardly slept. I know that you've been run off your feet. You are an absolute legend. Merry Christmas to you. What is your favourite Christmas movie, Stu Freestone?
Favourite Christmas movie? I don't even have to think about it. It's Home Alone.
Yeah,
Home Alone, for sure.
It's a classic. It's
followed quickly by Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Good shout.
Yeah,
Good
I
shout.
said that earlier. That's my one. What's the one thing, Stu, you would want to bring for Forest this Christmas?
Victory over Man City.
Yeah, well, listen, it's just keeping it simple.
Although ever the optimist in me is obviously victory over City, but just maintaining consistency. You know, the Everton loss a few weeks ago was a bit of a tough one to kind of take. So I feel like, especially when we went and battered Tottenham the following week, so it's just finding consistency, keep picking up points. Dyche is doing a great job. Staying injury free. Is that another one? That's probably another one I will put.
Yeah. And Matt Druitt's with us, our good friendly architect who, you know, lives in West Bridgeford, is a Fulham fan, of course. So less said about that, the better. But a really good friend of ours, and has been on and given us some City Ground updates. We will be doing another episode with Matt soon, but Matt's agreed to come on and join in with us. Have you got like a very brief couple of lines you can give us about the stadium, Matt, for those that aren't in the know?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me on, chaps. Great to see you all. So I was at the public consultation about a month or so ago. It was really good to sort of touch base with the consulting team that are leading the project. Many of them were involved with the previous scheme that came forward a few years ago. From what I was told by the consulting team, they were hoping to have the application in mid-December. That hasn't happened, but I think we're probably looking likely to see it going in sort of early January. So we'll do a deep dive as soon as the final plans are in with Rushcliffe. But essentially, all of the things we've discussed over the years, I think have been listened to. The Peter Taylor stand is going to be significantly larger than it was previously. It's going up to 15,000. They're going to build over the existing stand and then replace the bottom tier. They're going to add 5,000 seats to the Trent end and then a further 7,500 to the Brian Clough by 2033 in time for the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2035. So really exciting proposals, I think, and much needed for a club of Forest stature, and obviously great for the city of Nottingham, great for Trent's side, and I think everyone who lives in the city is really excited to kind of see it crack on now. Fantastic. Steve looks like bad grandpa that's fallen asleep. Well,
He had your head down like that. I thought he's nodded off. It's not Christmas Day yet. Matt, what's your favourite Christmas movie, buddy?
I'm contemplating the Braga allocation.
Oh yeah, they've been released. Sorry, Matt, go on. Give us your favourite Christmas movie, Matt.
Oh, not at all. I think it's been mentioned a few times, Home Alone, but I'd say I'm actually more of a documentary man, and I used to love watching the Top Gear Christmas specials with my dad when I was a kid, and the Bolivia special is my my personal favourite.
Excellent.
That's such a quality answer. So left field, but brilliant.
And also very Matt Druitt as well. That doesn't surprise me one bit. I love it. Okay, guys, we are nearly out of time for this Christmas, Talking Reds Christmas special. We've got a couple of things to get through. First and foremost, Stu Freestone he's a cheese connoisseur. He is a Forest fan, but he's more than that. He is a poet. And you've got a book coming out, I think, in 2026, which we're going to be singing from the rafters about and pushing as well. But beyond that, you've also put together a wonderful poem about something that we all love, and that is our club, Nottingham Forest. And if you would grace us with this wonderful poem now for Christmas, we'd be very grateful.
I can do, yeah. This is the first. This is an exclusive, by the way. A few of the guys have heard an audio recording of this, which I did a couple of months ago before I was throwing cheese out the door like an absolute maniac. So yeah, the cheese is taking up quite a lot of the time. The book is coming. I'm a spoken word performance poet based in York. The book is a collection of poems, prose, stories, and it comes out. The book launch is the 30th of March 2026 at the Crescent Community Venue in York. It's an amazing venue. I think the top numbers we can take are 200. It'll all be a seated show. I'll be doing 2 sets. One set of spoken word stuff and another set of spoken word with a live musical backing. So an electric guitarist there who'll be putting soundscapes. I've got a guy who'll be playing accordion, trumpet, and drum machine as well. So to bring all the poems to life, essentially. This one might not actually make the set. It kind of depends whether Mark Crosley turns up to a show or not, which is highly possible. Because I find the poetry audiences are fairly niche, so I'm not sure how much they're going to want to know about Forest, but I will be releasing a video of it. I'm releasing, before I quickly get onto it, I know you've not got a lot of time, Greg. I'm filming a video for the poem in Nottingham. We have that booked in. That will be with, I've got a filmmaker who works across Europe really, but in Dubai a lot as well. I've managed to book him in, and we are going down to Notts on, as it stands, the 11th of Feb, which is the Wolves game. The reason why we're doing it there, I actually don't have a ticket to a game, which is probably a good thing because I need to be actually working and filming. But we're doing it so we can capture the energy and the vibrancy in the Forest fans and the ground and that whole feeling around the city while we're filming it. Hoping to get Mull of Kintyre audio recorded from our stadium being sung so that we can open the poem with that. So if you can kind of imagine that before the poem starts, then it will set you into that. The poem is called...
I can give you Mull of Kintyre if you want it that quickly before you launch in. I can give you that.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Let's get inspired. The poem's called Paint the Town Red. Take it away, Greg. On the banks of the Trent is our church, where history blossoms from hallowed turf. We've been graced by the greats. Rich history flows in our blood like the glad rags and the lace flags this dear city is known for. Red runs through our roots. We've earned the labour of our fruits. Beneath the shadowed major oaks of glory years and downward slopes, still the passion billows through the river in swathes of surging hope. We are the salt of the earth. The days of old speak of what we're worth. The sun glistens upon our river, shimmering with every flow of its relentless current. To rise and fall, and rise again like a phoenix emerging from the ashes, emboldened from its fiery history. Overlooked by Lady Bay, our balcony of breathtaking greatness, straddling the banks of the north and the south of the city, a view that lasts indefinitely. We gleam like gold under evening floodlights, all character, ambition, and mentality, with an anthem that roars like the lions in our square as the mist pours from the Trent and rises through our streets vibrantly. The true home of a prophet who planted all the seeds and watched them grow into a forest, a club that's created its own dynasty, rolling back the years to that famous green jumper, achieved more than most ever will. We've been there. We've felt it. The ups and the downs. We've been down on the rocks and found the grit and the drive of what it takes to get off. We have worked for this. We've earned and deserve every inch of it. So now we flourish like the forest in our name, incandescent fireworks of colourful bright lights adorned by our two shimmering stars atop our sacred crest, embracing our motto, virtue outlives death. A city that believes in miracles. We are the stalwarts of a revolution in red shirts. This is not just any club. It is blood and it is bone, a fortress built where legends roam through clattering seats and scarves held high, a war cry we've roared since 1865. The Trent waters whisper tales of old, of Cloughie's magic, fearless and bold. We stand as one, a sea of red. We are Forest, born and bred. Our legacy is magic, on and off the pitch. I hope anybody is not stupid enough to write us off. Thank you very much for listening.
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely fantastic, tremendous. Bit
It's a
emotional,
bit of a battle
eh?
cry.
Yeah.
Richard needed to turn the camera off.
I did need to turn the camera off.
No.
Oh, you softy.
I know.
You know what? Listen, it resonates with all of us because we love the club so much, but also it's about the people that we've lost that love the club as well, and what that club has meant to them over the years and all that kind of thing. You know, we've always harped on about the family of Forest. We as a Talking Reds family, as part of that, and the community of people contributing and listening, you know, it kind of strikes the right chord in every single way, Stu. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Absolutely tremendous. Thank you so much. We are out of time, but I'm going to go around everybody. I'm going to ask you to think about one word now to describe Forest in 2026 and one word to describe Talking Reds in 2026. All right. So by all means, in the comments, if you want to chip in as well, give these guys time to think. I want to say a quick hello to Megs. She said, sending lots of love and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. She's thanking us for the entertainment with the podcast. She's always full of absolute joy and a real legend. Thanks, Megs. My dad is in the comments. He says win, basically. He wants Forest to win. He'll be coming down to join us a bit later on, Dad. Love you more than anything. And we'll see you in a bit. Daniel Hall, the winner of the shirt in the competition we had organised. That shirt is taking forever to be delivered, by the way. I know that there's the worst delivery company in the world. Don't use every. So it hopefully be delivered to your cousin very soon, Daniel. Pat Brett's been with us as well in the comments. He says, give Stuart Pearce promotion, take back the sack. Yeah, I would absolutely have loved for Pearcey to have been a huge success with us as well. But let's go round now. Matt Druitt, I know that Forest does hold a special place in your heart because you've been living in the city for a while now, and your good lady's a Forest fan. So thinking about Forest, what's one word you can give for Forest in 2026? What's one word for the Talking Reds podcast?
So my one word for Forest, I think, would be building. Hopefully we see that work start in some form next summer. And my one word for the podcast is growing. I think it's been amazing, the progress you guys have made over the last year and a half. And I think it's clear you're a real community, and you've certainly taken me under your wing. So I appreciate that, and being part of this and contributing is a great pleasure. So thank you.
Our pleasure. Andrew Cove, one word. Forest, one word. Talking Reds.
So for Forest, I think it's reset. I think we had so much damage from the last 3 or 4 months of the turmoil and Nuno going and then Ange coming in. So just reset, get back to basics, get back to what made Forest good. And for me, it's family. It feels like a family. I know we talk about the extension of the Forest family and the community. This is like a little subset of that, and it's very near and dear to my heart. So I'm glad to be part of it, and love you guys, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much, Mark Turner. Over to you. One word for Forest, one word for Talking Reds.
My one word for Forest would be optimism. I think we have the right manager in the right seat. We have a January transfer window coming around where we can hopefully add a couple of key players to the mix. And I think Daishi's going to keep us up, and who knows what we can do in Europa. And as far as this podcast is concerned, entertainment, because you and Richard always do such a great job of bringing on good guests, getting great conversation going, and binding this Forest family together. So appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much. Stu Freestone, over to you for your one word for Forest and one word for us.
Well, one word for Forest is actually similar to Mark's, to be honest, but I'll try and use a different word to optimism. So I'm just thinking of synonyms for optimism. I'm going to go sanguine. Sanguine.
I like it.
He's at AFCON, isn't he?
Hopeful, optimistic, though. Yeah, definitely that's how I'm feeling, Mark, as well. And we don't need to do the same as what we did last year. I don't believe it was a flash in the pan of what we have to offer, but we are getting better. We are getting stronger. We're playing twice a week now, so that's going to take a toll at some point. But it's good to see the depth in the squad is pushing us through a little bit. And when we get Sanguine back from AFCON, we'll be even better, won't we?
Fantastic.
My word for the podcast. Oh, there's so many I could use. I'm going to give 2: glorious and success. Are the 2 words I'm going to give. Just because what you guys have all achieved to create this platform and put out to so many people and is amazing. So there's already success been given. I see it firsthand by the people that come into the shop who quote Talking Reds. So with that said, I want to shout out Dave Lord and Chalky White, who also just came in last week, and I said I'd jump on and give them a shout out as well. But yeah, I see that success firsthand of how far the word is spreading. So yeah, and you're all glorious human beings. So how can I possibly choose between those 2?
Amazing. Thanks ever so much, Stu. Raf, over to you.
So the word, well, I'm gonna ailmer this slightly. So the word I think might evolve, but the word to start off with is resurgent. But it might morph into the word champions on the Europa side of things. So that's my word for 2026, morphed. And for us, I really hope that the word and people appreciate the way that I see it, and the word is insightful. That's kind of what I hope for.
Fantastic. Thanks ever so much, Raf. Legend. Steve Battlemuch.
Yeah, my one word is Istanbul. Because why not dream big? And my word for the podcast is 2 words mashed together: inclusive and fun.
Yeah, we try to be, and thank you for being part of it.
Amazing.
Danscape, over to you.
Before I quickly say that, I'd like to wish for this Christmas for a left-footed left-back. And you were talking earlier about taking things away from people. So, if we could possibly take away Anthony Robinson from Fulham, that'd be great. Sorry, man. But I think the word for me that will probably sum up this year is, I think it could be unforgettable, right? Now, who knows which way that falls? It could sort of go either way at the minute. But obviously what I'm thinking about is that Europa League. If we can get that becomes an unforgettable year as a Forest fan. It becomes one of those pivotal things. So I think that's it for me. And this podcast for me, it's always, it's community is the word that comes to mind every time. Just the fact that all of us guys on here and before games, and like we said at some of the games abroad and all that, the fact that there's so many people in this group that it's possible to share all these moments we've talked about with is amazing, and I appreciate it massively.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for everything you brought to the podcast this year. Richard Spray, over to you, mate, for your words.
I'm going to be a cheat here. I'm going to use the same word for both, but I feel like it's an impactful word because it's an important word in my life, sacred. And this relationship that is with Forrest is sacred because of, dang it, Ronald Edward King. I know I brought him up before, but bless him, that wonderful man in his 94 years on the earth. I'm here because of him, literally, and because of his love of Forrest. I mean, it ran deep, just like Steve, just like great fans, all of you guys. Sacred. And the relationships I have with you guys, I've had personal conversations with each one of you or conversations offline, and it is sacred. The kind of things that you guys have contributed, and just everything that you guys are as human beings. Absolutely amazing people, and we are so blessed, man, to interact with you guys. I mean, we get so much more out of our interaction with you guys than probably the other way around. So bless you guys and all the people who participate and come in on the comments. Brucey, bless his heart, man, getting up at crack of dawn and being on every single week and contributing. So bless him. I know he's not on right now, which, by the way, he sent me a message and said he's actually walking through a misty area of Dallas, Texas right now as Stu was reading that poem. So he wanted to say it's literally Ole Miss rolling in right now in Dallas, Texas. But yeah, sacred. Bless you guys. Love you all.
Amazing. And I think I'll just round it off with my word for Forest in 2026 is historic. It's going to be another moment in our history. You guys have already touched on it. We are going to Istanbul. We are going to lift that trophy. It's going to be an historic year for Forest. And the word for Talking Reds in 2026 for me is evolve. We aren't going to stand still. We are going to keep evolving and moving forwards. And really, we're just here to have fun, be insightful, to talk about Forest in the best way we possibly can, to get as many people involved as we can, do more of the One With episodes where we bring different people in, and just do more mad, funny things. You know, Greg loves a sound effect, loves a bit of an innuendo, loves a little bit of a misses. So we're going to evolve along those lines as much as we possibly can. But at the heart of it all is that word community that's been mentioned, and that's the contributors, that's the people that watch, the audience. It's people that are kind of like showing us support and love along the way. We are so grateful to everybody since we launched. We want to continue to bring you episodes that talk about Forest in the best possible way. We'll do our best to be as positive as we can, but we also want to have that dose of realism as well. So from Richard and I and all the Talking Reds team, we want to wish you and your families a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a very prosperous and blessed new year with all the good luck, good health, and good fortune for each and every one of you. We'll be back to review the Man City game on Saturday. In the meantime, everyone all together now. Come on, you Reds! Come join Greg and Richard right here on Talking Red.